at first I was doing work about racism and bigotry of that sort, and I realized after a while that I was actually working off of my father's problems. I would consider them problems. You know, he was a racist, he was a misogynist, and he was homophobic. So I've got like three big things to work off of there, and so I'm sort of doing reparations for his things that he did in his life, but I'm also working through these issues that he managed to sort of embed in me little bits of bigotry that I would not act on or don't intellectually believe in, but it's strange how sometimes they come up. And, you know, I think you can see that in some of the things that are happening in America now, that people are starting to realize, well, no, we like to think that we're colorblind, but we're not. Or we like to think that we're PC, but we've got some underlying issues and we really should be talking about those. And those are the really difficult ones to talk about. I think if somebody realizes they have prejudice and they're aware of it, I think that then that will help them move past it. But I think the problem is that most people say, no, I'm not prejudiced. Like I actually purposely let our house be on a house tour so that people could come through the house who were just on a house tour and not necessarily coming to see some art. Because of course, when you have a show in a gallery, you know, you're like preaching to the converted already. You know, and so one woman reported me as being racist because of the pieces of art I had up, but it was because they stimulated in her own uncomfortable feelings, and so she thought I must be racist because she actually was a little bit racist and hadn't really thought about it. And this is my series where I printed things with the statements, I like black people, and I like brown people, and I like yellow people, which is of course a racist statement. But it would seem on the surface, you could say it's politically correct if you want to. Well, of course I like black people, you know, but the fact that you put it as a group, a gigantic group, you're already getting in, you know, muddy waters there as far as being bigoted. Somebody can look at the art maybe and be attracted to the colors and be attracted to the composition and attracted to, you know, like in this series I did with the apples, this time I purposely thought I'm going to use beautiful women. I want people to look at these pictures because they're beautiful women, and so then they're almost sort of tricked into looking at the piece and thinking about the piece and what are the ideas behind it. People have asked me, like, why am I doing work about, you know, African Americans or racism, and why am I doing work about gay marriage when I am not gay? But I see all of these issues as being civil rights issues, and I feel like women's rights, gay rights, and you know, all, you know, immigrants' rights, all of these kind of rights, are all going to come up together at the same time. We all help each other. You know, the more equal our society actually becomes. So that's why I'm interested in all of them.